Hello everyone, welcome to Miss Emily Presents Thesis Theories. Through this course you will In part 1 of Components of a Thesis Statement, you learned why a thesis statement is important and the key parts of a thesis statement. In part 2 of Components of a Thesis Statement, you will first review the rubric and then test your knowledge and evaluate a thesis statement considering the 4 key parts of a thesis statement. Let's take a quick look at the rubric that will be used to grade your thesis statement. At the end of this video, we will use part of the rubric to grade a thesis statement to help you better understand what will be expected of you when you produce your own thesis at the end of this course. Here we have the first part of the rubric, which assesses the 4 key parts of the thesis statement: topic, claim, transition phrase, and supporting details. Let's look at what you need to get an excellent, the highest score for each of these elements. An excellent in each of these categories basically means you have included the component, a topic, a claim, a transition phrase, 3 supporting details, and that the element matches the essay question. Additionally, to get an excellent for supporting details, you must have 3 supporting details that all work to support your claim about the essay topic. I encourage you to really look at this rubric and understand it before writing your final thesis statement. The other 2 areas on the rubric are about the length of the thesis statement and grammar, punctuation, and spelling. In terms of length, a thesis statement is usually one well-written sentence, although it can occasionally be 2 sentences. To get an excellent for length, you will need 1 sentence. To get an excellent for grammar, punctuation, and spelling, you will need to have no grammar, spelling, or punctuation mistakes. Finally, let's use the knowledge you have acquired about the parts of the thesis to grade a thesis statement using the rubric. I encourage you to test yourselves and make sure you have understood the key parts. Please feel free to pause or rewind the video before trying to answer this for yourself. In this module, we are focusing on the key parts of an essay, so we will only use the rubric to evaluate the topic, claim, transition phrase, and supporting details. The essay prompt in this example is, how should humans take action to stop global warming? The thesis statement is, therefore, everyone should take small steps like using less energy, reducing water waste, and recycling at home to help slow global warming. I'd like you to pause the video here and give the thesis statement a grade for the topic in your notebook. Then check if your grade matches the one I have given it. Now that you've had a chance to grade it yourself, let's look together. First, I'm looking for the topic. I can see here the topic is global warming. This is clearly stated at the end. It also matches the essay question about global warming. So this would be an excellent. Let's move on and check for the claim. The claim is also at the end here and is about people needing to take steps at home to slow global warming. Great. That's an excellent claim that is clearly stated and answers the essay question about how should humans take action against global warming by changing things at home. Now, in this next part, I can see that there is a transition phrase, which in this case is the phrase, therefore. It signals to the reader that the thesis statement is coming. The thesis statement is the main idea for the whole essay, so a transition word like firstly would not work here because this one sentence contains all your points covered in the essay, not just the first one. A transition phrase like therefore fits perfectly, so this is an excellent. Last, let me check for 3 supporting details. The statement mentions using less energy, reducing water waste, and recycling. There are 3 total supporting details and they all support the claim that we need to take small steps at home to slow global warming. This thesis would be given a perfect score of excellent. Hopefully you scored it the same. Again, feel free to replay the video if you didn't catch something or if you need more information. That is all for this video today. Thanks for watching and good luck in the rest of the course.